It is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the World Women Forum, conference by Star Icon Marketing.
Today, as World Speech Day Women, we are pleased to join leadership experts, young researchers, and those who dedicate their work to women resilience and empowerment to share our contribution to international women's voices. We are here for one reason: change. The conference theme, resilience, reminds us of how change is created. It is never one off. Change is always incremental, ongoing, hard won. It requires resilience to keep going. So many of you here today are eminent scientists, and you will know that even the most profound scientific breakthroughs are the result of endless work of others who have gone before. All progress is standing on the shoulders of giants, so change requires constant effort. It is never singular. Change is a collective. We champion the great figureheads of our movement, like Elizabeth Cady Stanton and fellow pioneers who took 72 years to achieve organized women's rights in the US. We also champion outstanding contributions like those made by the 20,000 South African women who marched to the Union buildings in 1956 in protest against the racism, classism, and sexism imposed on South Africans by the colonial and apartheid government. But the real impact of these champions is not simply in the changes that they were able to effect, but in the inspiration they gave others to create collectives. That is how change happens, when people come together. We have seen the remarkable power of social media to bring people together and to highlight a cause, notably #activism, the far-reaching impact of campaigns, initiatives, and tools addressing discrimination and mobilizing action to hold governments and policymakers accountable while generating sufficient media attention to galvanize support from civil society. Thanks to the explosion of social media over the past 2 decades, huge strides have been made in advancing gender equality. Actions can yield results with a swiftness that would have been unimaginable only a few decades ago. Social media is supremely good at highlighting a cause, but despite its enormous power, it is only one mechanism and may not always be as effective in changing people's minds. I have, through WSD Women, direct experience of how the simple act of speech making can change people's opinions. Greta Thunberg, Malala Yousafzai, Michelle Obama all understand the power of the human voice to create change. For them and countless other women, including the women that participate in World Speech Day women's activities, speech making is just about the most powerful means of persuasion that they can use. World Speech Day was founded on the basis of one idea: speeches change your world. In just 5 years, World Speech Day has grown from the simple idea into a worldwide movement with events in some 100 countries. How did it grow so fast? We started at the ground and worked up. World Speech Day is not built by celebrity endorsements or global corporation support. It has grown through unexpected voices. We have reached out to people across society to make a speech because we believe that everyone has ideas worth sharing. More importantly, the ideas that will shape tomorrow will come not from elites, but from unexpected voices in unexpected places. And it is this which I think may be worth sharing with you today. As Simon Gibson, the founder of World Speech Day, says, just as change is incremental, built from resilience, so too, real change comes from the ground up. Changes in society happen at a profound level when people at every level think differently, behave differently, and hope differently. World Speech Day Women came into being when the World Speech Day Generation Equality podcast series was launched on International Women's Day 2020. The partnerships and the collaborations that followed so only served to strengthen World Speech Day Women's efforts. As such, we were thrilled at the opportunity to become a Generation Equality Action Coalition commitment maker in 2021, promoting advocacy under the theme of feminist movements and leadership, as it allows World Speech Day women, through the far-reaching network of the World Speech Day community, to amplify the work being done by many other individuals and organizations doing incredible work in this field. We join more than 1,000 other organizations throughout the world committed to taking action towards achieving gender equality and women's rights. We do so by continuing to invest in media produced by men and women for the purpose of advancing women and girls through our podcasts, our social impact videos, campaigns, and events, often in commemoration of or in tandem with the United Nations International Observance Days. We support organizations that are pushing forward for social justice so that they can get increased funding, increased protection and expansion of civic spaces to eliminate barriers to feminist action, organization, and mobilization. That there will be increased participation and leadership and decision-making roles of girls and women and feminist leaders with the necessary resources to do so. By advocating for feminist-led organizations, we hope to contribute in some small but meaningful way to support these drivers of change so that the generation equality targets are met by 2026. At World Speech Day Women, we believe that public speaking is a powerful way to reach out, to involve, and give people a voice, quite literally. And by giving women a voice, by showing women across all sectors of society that they have a voice, they also feel they matter, and they also believe that they can affect change. And once this idea of power is alight in the hearts of women, it will deliver the changes we all so passionately seek. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for staying connected. With this, we come to an end of our conference. I want to express my sincere gratitude to everyone